Hello everyone, this is Brandon Rivera bringing you another video from the Hidden Bushmaster YouTube channel, your home for preparedness videos, survival videos, and some of the best gear that you can find on a budget. So today I just kind of wanted to make a quick video and share with you a knife that was bought for me by a loved one. My other half had bought me this knife for, I believe, my birthday this past year. So it's about a year old, but this knife, we're gonna have a bit of a conversation today, and this knife I wanted to show you replaced a knife that was very near and dear to me until I took it out into the woods. And the knife that I took out into the woods that I'm talking about is the Cold Steel SRK. This knife, the Cold Steel SRK, was hyped up to be basically, I feel, something that it definitely should not have been hyped up to be. Long story short, this knife is this Cold Steel SRK knife, which is not the knife in the picture right here. The Cold Steel SRK was, or still is, I believe, provided to the Navy SEALs BUDS program for the United States Navy SEALs. I think it is part of their program, or they get it upon completion of the program. Either way, this Cold Steel SRK knife is provided to them at some point in their program. So you figure a knife like that would be very tough, very enduring outdoorsman's knife. I'll be honest with you. I got this knife, I took it outside, and when I went to go use the Cold Steel SRK, I batoned through 3 small pieces of wood. Lo and behold, the handle came loose. So I thought, okay, maybe a fluke, maybe a mistake, no big deal. You know, there's bad product that comes off product line all the time, you know, gets missed by quality control and ends up in a box and goes to the consumer. So I bought another one. Same thing. People, my heart just wanted to tell me flat out that this was a mistake. So I bought a third Cold Steel SRK, and the same damn thing happened. Folks, at this point, I was pissed off at the world, to say the least. So it's not a whole lot of money. I mean, the darn thing is like, what, 35 bucks on sale, $50 if it's not on sale. But in this day and age, understand something. In Biden's America, and you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If you are a Biden voter, I don't want you watching my channel. If you are for Biden, there is no need. Go ahead. Shut the video off. I do not want Biden voters watching my videos, or Biden supporters watching my videos. There's no need for that. I am Trump all the way. And even to the point where he would be in prison, I feel that that man has a much better chance of fixing what Biden destroyed than Biden himself ever would. Joe Biden is a disaster. Okay, now that that little rant and rave is over. So, Cold Steel SRK bailed on me 3 times. At this point, I'm thumbing through the internet, swiping and swiping up and down, you know, and looking through Amazon, and I came across a company called Eafengrow. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This company is an Asian company, Asian knife company, okay? Cross seas, so they're not American made. And they never claim to be. Okay. I believe whenever possible, I love to buy American goods. However, if I see something and I watch a couple of reviews on YouTube and this thing seems like a Sherman tank, whatever it is, whatever product it is, could be binoculars, could be a sleeping bag, could be a bushcraft knife or a survival knife, I'm going to buy it. Okay, and I'm going to test it to my own standards. And I can tell you, there's a little Ewok. Do you guys see the Ewok? He's hiding under the table. No, I'm just kidding. That's my Shih Tzu dog, Pepper. He is a wonderful part of our family. So anyhow, yeah, I'm going to buy that piece of gear that is not made in the United States if I feel that it's durable enough. And this is like a Sherman tank. And I can tell you, I'm glad that I thought it was because my hunch was right. It was right. Okay, so let me explain something to you. This thing, okay, I don't know if you can catch that. Okay, there it is. See that tip? That is a tanto style tip on one hell of a survival knife. I'm not going to go into the stats with you. I can do a little something like this with you, okay? I don't know if that's going to focus good for you, okay? That's how big the blade is alone. So you got plenty of blade there, buddy. You're talking a pretty good, decent-sized knife. I believe maybe a little over 10 inches long, including the handle. Okay, the reason I included the fire steel is this knife does not come like this. This knife comes without a 90-degree edge anywhere on it that I could find to strike a fire steel. So what I did was took a Dremel and I dremeled out a small space right up top. You know what? Does not look half bad when it comes down to it. Does not look half bad. So I have a 90-degree edge there for striking a fire steel, and bear with me. I'm going to try to do that on camera. I can tell you this thing does shower down sparks when you get the right there it goes. Here we go. There it goes again. There you go. So if you get it inside that notch right there, where the 90-degree spine is that I made, you can get plenty of spark off of a fire steel. More than sufficient to catch some fat wood or to catch some tinder. No problem at all there. I've made several fires with this knife. So the reason I wanted to bring this to you, this thing is, like I said, a Sherman tank. This thing has gone through huge logs. It's gone through tinder, kindling, made shelters, made traps. It's just been out in the woods with me every step of the way. It's been on fishing trips with me, hunting trips. I even use this darn thing for my EDC sometimes. If I'm going into town at night and I'm strapping on the old Glock, most likely, unless I just feel like I want to carry a light pocket knife at that point, if I want a fixed blade, this is the one, buddy. So, doesn't come with a lanyard either, but it comes with a loop for a lanyard on the end, a little lanyard space. So, I took some paracord and made a little lanyard. Okay? So, I'm going to keep this short and sweet today. Okay? So, that's the knife. Okay? This is the sheet that you get. You're going to get a very basic, I believe this is not Kydex. I think this is thermoplastic. However, the sheath is also a tank. I have dropped this on rocks. I have dropped it in the lake. I have dropped it in sand, mud puddles. Left it out overnight camping in the pouring rain. Several things. Okay? And lo and behold, here we are today. Now, that is a tech lock on the back. That does come with the knife. I have it set up so that fits on my belt that way, right behind my back for scout carry. You can move it so that it is the other way, so that you can just wear it from your belt, hanging from your belt in a normal fashion, like vertically, you know. So let me, in closing, let me let you hear how this thing clicks in. So, retention. Listen, boys and girls. That thing clicks in, buddy. Ain't coming out for nothing. Clicks in very solidly. So, Eafengrow survival knife. Now, you have to watch because Eafengrow makes folders too. So you're always going to want a model number when you're dealing with that company. Let me get that for you. I believe this is the EF 127, but let's check and make sure. So that's Eafengrow right there. Okay, EF. So let's, yep, sure enough, Eafengrow EF 127 is the model number. EF 127 from the company Eafengrow. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but if you get on Amazon, that is spelled EAFENGROW. I believe that's how it's spelled. And yeah, get on Amazon, look them up. They have several models. If you don't like what you see in front of you, they have other fixed blades. And I'm going to tell you, I've ordered several. They have all been Sherman tanks. So I can tell you, Eafengrow is an up-and-coming knife maker. And let me tell you, buddy, it would not surprise me one bit that if they put 5 more years in the game and narrowed it down to a few main models, I believe that they could possibly give Essie knives a run for their money. I really do. I wholeheartedly feel that way. They may not be able to beat Essie knives because of Essie's guarantee. I mean, you buy an Essie, you got a knife for life no matter what. You just mail them to damn pieces and they'll mail you a new one. So that's kind of hard to beat. However, on a budget side of things, when you are paying $35, $45 for a simple knife like this, and you can beat the hell out of it like I have, and you know, you're good to go, there's a lot to be said about that. 1 year later, we are still in one beautiful piece. The coating is nowhere near all the way worn off. It is worn off some, but it is not all the way near worn off. So let me show you here. Okay, the handle also. Your hardware, I have thrown this thing into several trees, and if you know anything about knife throwing, it is one of the hardest things you can do on a knife. This handle never once came loose. Okay? The hardware is, I believe you're going to need Torx keys if you wanted to take the scales off, but I don't see any reason to, and I believe those are micarta scales. I do not think that is a, yeah, that is, well, it's definitely not a wooden handle. Those are either micarta or G10, and if you look at the pattern, that does look very similar to micarta. So we're either dealing with micarta or G10, but I do feel that that is a micarta handle. And it behaves like one. This thing is great. You got blood on your hands from cutting an animal? No problem. This thing ain't going to slip around in your hands. It's just a good knife. It's a good outdoorsman's knife. And that is what we are all about here at the Hidden Bushmaster YouTube channel with Brandon Rivera. I have always been about honesty and integrity and morals. And if I bring you a product and put it on my channel, you can be damn good and sure you can take it out to the woods for however long you want, and it's going to operate with you and it's going to work for you. So, with that said, I'm going to sign off. You and yours have a great night and stay blessed. This is Brandon Rivera from the Hidden Bushmaster YouTube channel, signing off.